The fifth mistake is thinking that you don't need business insurance and that you can wait till later on to add it on. Let's break down a little example. Let's say that in June of 2023, you coached a client online and you didn't feel like getting business insurance in place because you thought, I'll wait till later and see if my business gets bigger. You had a lot of expenses to take on, so you thought you'd put it off. We fast forward to March of 2025 and you've decided your business is doing a little bit better. You decided to get business insurance in March of 2025. 3 months later, in June of 2025, all of a sudden, this nasty letter from a lawyer shows up in your mailbox from that client that you worked with back in June of 2023, saying that they're thinking about suing you. Now, you do what anybody would do. First, you freak out. And then the second thing is that you then send that letter over to your business insurance policy because you think, hey, about 3 months ago, I just got business insurance, so I should be covered for this. You didn't have business insurance in place at the time that you worked with this client, and therefore you will not be covered for it unless you have a very specific kind of policy, which most people, like 99.999 repeating percent of people, do not have. So the really important thing for you to know about business insurance is that you had to have had it in place at the time that the quote unquote incident occurred. So if you worked with that client back in 2023 and that's when they said that you did something horrible to them or they had a bad experience with you or whatever, that's when you needed to have had insurance, not now when the claim is filed against you. In fact, you have to have it in both time periods. You have to have had your policy in place back when you worked with them in June 2023, and you also have to have it in place in June of 2025 when you got sued or threatened to be sued. You have to have it continuously throughout. In fact, your business insurance couldn't have even lapsed for a couple of days during that time period. You have to have continuous coverage for that whole time period. So it's very important to not put off business insurance until later on for this reason.